morning. It's another beautiful day. Hi, I'm Kelvin Hagen, and I'm here with the Agape Morning Prayer. This will be my first Monday. Yes, my first Monday prayer of 2026. 2026. Oh my gosh. How the time goes by. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up my phone here real quick. And I'm going to go on and I'm just going to repost this prayer time onto my wall, maybe reaching a few more people. I invite you to do the same. There I am. There it is. There we go. All done. So share it out there. You never know when you might reach one more person that could really use some of these tools and technologies that we use. Again, I'm Kelvin Hagen. I'm so psyched to be here. Let's see who we got coming in over here for this one. Good morning, Portia. Happy New Year to you, too. Hi, Lenoris. Marilyn, hello. Nice to have you with us here. Nicole from Las Vegas. Portia's here in town. Tracy, good morning. Henry, South Carolina. Good morning. Good morning, Kay. Hi, Deborah. San Francisco. John Fouts. John from Calistoga. Curtis. St. Albert, California. Lenore's prayers for the healing and wholeness in my in my mother's body's temple. Yes, knowing where your mom is, the full presence of God is, Lenore's. Cynthia, good morning from Long Beach. Hi, Dorothy. Michigan. Christina, Atlanta. Nice to have you with us, Christina. Kendra. Hello, Georgia. Yeah, Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia. We got Georgia in the house twice here. No, we got a few Michigans. We always have a few Michigans. It's nice. Okay, so yeah, it's a beautiful day. I just got back last night from up at my cabin. I was up there for a few days, enjoying enjoying it up there, and relaxing, and also taking care of a few of the things I needed to do a little bit of work there on the cabin. Take care of some stuff. In fact, I got to plan another trip up there and take care of some more stuff. So it's interesting. You know, we get our moments to give us an opportunity to just let go. And I had one of them up there on the mountain. We went for a drive. We were just sort of taking a drive, looking around at the area a little bit. A lot of snow up there, and it's a little crusty because it's not all fresh snow. And my truck died. Just died on the road. Stopped running. And somebody came along and gave me a jump, and I limped. It just barely got back into Ponderosa, where I was able to pull up at a friend's house there, who I thought I could connect with their internet, and I couldn't, because I changed my cell phone since I'd been there last to their house, so their internet wasn't connected on my phone. I didn't remember the password. Then I walking through the woods behind his house to go to a neighbor's house who I knew to see about getting some assistance. And I hear this yelling voice at me. and it's yelling Kelwood. It's my neighbor who wasn't home on his cameras outside his house yelling to me to and so I talked to him through the camera, and then he gave me the internet thing, and I connected, and and he was helping me out. But it didn't work out. Not with his batteries. My alternator was bad, and then I got a hold of the other guys in the house that I was going to be walking to, and Toro came over too, and he was going down to town. So I said, well, I'm down there. I'll pick you up an alternator, and we'll put it in. So we did. But through this whole thing, it's so funny because at first I just had a few moments of, it was taking me away from my adventure. And then as I got into it, and I had Dave and Toro being of assistance to me, and just knowing that everything's going to work out, and just took a breath a few times just to slow down, and because I did have a moment of, oh man, 200 miles away from home, up in the top of the mountain, why here, right? Well, why did it happen there? And then my friends on the mountain were so helpful. Toro bought the alternator up that day at night. It was a little late, a little cold. Decided to put it on in the morning. He came to help me put it on in the morning. By the time he got there, I just about had it all finished because it turns out I didn't need his special tool and stuff. And then we talked, and I realized that my alternating going out on me wasn't just something that was okay, not a big deal because it all worked out. It was the adventure. It was the gift. Because I got to let go and let God. And God responded, stepped in as Dave, stepped in as Toro, and the truck's running great. So sometimes it's really nice to be reminded we're not alone, and that God is everywhere in everyone, and that there truly are angels surrounding us, embodied in just the people and other things that we meet. So that was my adventure over the weekend. Did put a little bit of a shift in what I could do because I had to sit around and wait at one point for AAA to come up because they were going to bring up a battery, and tested it and made sure it was the alternator, which was really good to have that happen so that I didn't just put in an alternator and find out it was something else, right? So all worked out pretty well. And through the whole thing, my friend who was up there with me, Holly, was we just all just slid into the next moment of what we had to do, and everything worked out more than okay. So let's see, who else is here? Lenore's praying for joy, love, peace, wholeness, healing in my body temple, all needs met, creative expression, abundance, prosperity, new home, and right employment. Yes, a beautiful year looking here right now. Hi, Marcella. Good morning. Sally, good morning from Michigan again. Elena, so thankful for healing and calm. Me too. Me too. Thankful for the gifts that life brings us when we open ourselves up to them. Huh? Isn't it cool? Hi, Dorcas. Good morning from Las Vegas. Full throttle with Captain Hagen. Thank you, Wayne. Feels good. Okay, so Happy New Year, everybody. Again, I'm Kelwin Hagen, and it is my joy to be here for this first time in 2026. And today I'm going to be reading to us from this thing called Life, which is one of my favorite books by Ernest Holmes about spiritual mind healing, affirmative prayer, uh, and how we utilize this technology and how this technology works in our lives. And that's a book that I put together a class on. And by the way, I'm doing another class here for this year. I did one last year, and this one's going to start on February 21st, and it's going to be on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock is when I figured I'm going to do it, so I can reach more people that weren't able to do it on weeknights before, because a lot of people mentioned, can't you do it on a weekend? So I'm going to do it on a weekend. And if you're interested, you can go to my Facebook page. You can see the post on it for the this thing called Life class. It'll be posted on there regularly so that you can do it and get a hold of me, and it tells you how you can sign up and participate in this class. The last one went so well. It was such a powerful time that I'm so looking forward to diving back into the book. Today I'm going to be reading something from that book, and I'm reading here on page 90, and I think the pages match because I'm reading from one book and I got another one, and I'm just going to make sure that they do match here. Yes, they do. So I'm going to read a part of this book that is just a practice that you can do, and I love this, and you can just reading it out loud has so much power to it that it's really wonderful. And this is a practice that it's an embodiment. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna read it out loud, and I read this a few minutes ago. It just seemed perfect for this new year, this happy new you. Because each moment of each day, we get to come back to, as it says in the Mandela Beginning, our new beginning. And wherever at our new beginning, we're here now. Because that's what here now is. It's a new beginning. It's not just a continuation of the old, everything the same. It's a new now. And when we allow ourselves to be present in the new beginning, everything is always happening right here, right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read this. And you all I suggest, if you can, close your eyes and just be in a little bit of a meditative state and just allow these words to come through you. Hi there, Kat. Welcome. Yep, love from Hollywood West. Hi, CJ. I love seeing everybody here this morning. So, here I'm going to read this. So prepare yourself and just sit and listen and allow these words to be part of you. If you have the book, this thing called Life, you can find this on page 90. The one supreme power, life, intelligence, and spirit, is within, around, and through me. My word is the activity of this infinite mind and is the law of good in my experience. It is perfect in its actions and permanent in its manifestation. Infinite intelligence governs, sustains, and animates me. Good alone goes from me, and good alone returns to me. The law of spirit establishes harmony and right adjustment of all personal, family, and business affairs or conditions in my life. I am supplied with every good thing. I am happy, radiant, and complete. The source of all life manifests as peace, harmony, and wholeness in my experience. Everything that I do, say, or think is governed by pure intelligence and inspired by divine wisdom. I am guided into right action. I am surrounded with friendship, love, and beauty. Enthusiastic joy, vitality, and inspiration are in everything I do. I represent that life which cannot want, which is forever manifesting freedom, self-expression, and wholeness. I represent the principle of divine activity which never tires, which is birthless, changeless, and deathless. I am receptive to the inexhaustible energy of the universe, to divine guidance, and to the influx of perfect life, perfect ideas, and complete joy. I know as a result of this spiritual realization, happiness and prosperity immediately will spring into action and manifest in everything I do, say, or think. I know as a result of this spiritual realization, happiness, health, prosperity immediately will spring into action and I just read that one, as everything I do, say, and think. I am conscious of divine guidance, of complete happiness, abundance, health, and increasing prosperity. I am aware of my partnership with the infinite. I know that everything I do shall prosper. I know that everything I do shall prosper. I accept this word. I know that it is the presence, the power, and the activity of God in me. I know I am conscious of divine guidance, of inward peace and poise. I immediately become conscious of a more abundant life. I expect greater good, more happiness, and complete success in every constructive thing which I undertake. Again, I affirm that this word, being the presence of the Spirit in me, is the law of God operating through me and establishing in me that which is good, beautiful, and true. I accept, I believe, I know. That one I read second time. It was like so perfect to have read it twice. So I'm going to read it a third time. I know as a result of this spiritual realization, happiness, health, and prosperity immediately will spring into action and manifest in everything I do, say, or think. So many wonderful things in this book, this thing called life. I love it. I absolutely love it. So, let's take a moment and go into prayer. It's the time of year everything is blooming in LA. I'm surrounded by the health benefits of pollen floating through the air, free for my use, and the tickle in my nose reminds me of what it's doing to strengthen my body's immune system and my life and my soul. Okay, so let's take a moment and go into prayer. Be conscious. Let's start before we roll right into prayer. Let's take a moment for 3 solid breaths and really come back to settling into this now moment right here, right now. So, let's do the easy peasy threesy with me now, okay? You ready? grateful for my life, for my breath. I'm grateful that I woke up and I got to have another day. I am so grateful for this new calendar year that we are entering right here, right now, 2026. I am grateful for all that you bring. I am grateful for the time I got to spend up in the mountains. I'm grateful for the angels that were in my life that just made it so simple. I am grateful for each and every one of us right here, right now. I am grateful for life itself, in me, as me. I'm grateful for all of these things taking place. I'm grateful for agape and the beautiful messages and lessons that come forth. I'm grateful for all the people that surround me, here in person, here online, and everywhere I go in my life. I'm filled with the gratitude of life. Everywhere has everything. It feels so good just to be. I am grateful to be. And I know that all these things that I am grateful for are right here, right now, as only one thing. Because there is only one thing, ever. This is the one thing that I like to call God, nature, lifing, it. The it that is everything, everywhere. Look around. Everything you see, everything you touch, everything you think, everywhere to the smallest particle inside your very body, to the furthest star in the furthest universe and anywhere from you is all one thing, God. So simple. It's all one. There is only one. There is only one. There is only the one thing. Lifing. It's what I am. I am this divine lifing. I think of the simplicity of that. The power in that. That everything is, I get to be. I am that. That is. And so are you. You are the it of all things. The beautiful, glorious it that is life itself is pumping and pulsing as you, right here, right now. Where your body is, right here, right now, in this now, that is where God is. So easy to forget that, and so easy to remember that. So with me, right here, right now, remember that where you are, God is, because you are. You get to be living, breathing, loving life of God. Here, now. Always, in all ways. Feel that. Feel that for a moment. I am, you are, we are all that God is. The kingdom of God is within. So as we enter this new year, this glorious time in our human calendar, that we mark off another rotation around the sun, I say, with divine light and divine and divine love, Happy New Year. I say, Happy New You. Make the choices that make this the best year of our life. So as I move forward knowing that I am this divine life, and I move forward into this new year, I carry with myself this commitment to being all that I am. And as I read before, I know as a result of this spiritual realization, happiness, health, and prosperity immediately will spring into action and manifest in everything I do, say, or think. So as I take in these breaths right here, right now, knowing that I am breathing as God in this life, as I look forward to this 2026 and all the amazing joys and challenges that spring forth for me, as I move forward in gracious gratitude, knowing that each and everything taking place right here, right now, is happening for me. And as I look around the world, knowing the positivities that are in store for us, as the world itself wakens to a greater sense of awareness of self inside the one life of God. So as we move forward right here, right now, I hold in consciousness and love, the divine energies, knowing that we are perfect beings. As I know that some people, and I do not deny that our bodies sometimes are showing us things that are not so pleasant or so comfortable, the disease and chronic illness. I know that these too are taking place inside the body of God. And I know that where you are right now, the perfect healing of God is taking place. The perfect love of God is taking place right here, right now. Perfect health. Even as sometimes we don't recognize how that healing is taking place. Where you are, God is. Love is. Beauty is. And I know as I look out into this world and I see so many things in this world that are demonstrating out as what may be perceived as bad, I know that in these places, in these violent places, here in America and around the world, that in those places, God is. Love is. And as I pause for a moment here and I just take a full breath in, I let it out, I release out all the love, joy, and prosperity that I know is present in this world. So as I move forward into this new year, knowing that this new year, I get to choose to allow it to be a new you, a new me. I get to be a new me. And that's how I get to have a new year. I resolve. The only resolution I'm going to make is to resolve to be here now more than I was here now in 2025. So this is where I get to experience life in all of its fullness. This is where I get to be the love, to see the love. So Happy New Year. Happy New You. Keeping it simple, keeping it true. My intention for 2026. Join me with this intention. My intention for 2026 is to live my life in and from the new beginning of now in every moment that I get to experience. So I come back to my breath again. As I'm feeling my breath, filling my lungs, filling my body, I accept at this moment, right here, right now, everything that God has to offer, I have in my life. All the abundance, all the perfect health, all the love I get to be all that I am. So, the power of the new. The power of the new is right here, right now. New, now, forever. Because there is only now, and now is forever. I am grateful. I am thankful. I am blessed. Life is beautiful. And I let it go. I release all that isn't serving me into the big love. I release everything into the divine life of all life. And I say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you, everybody. Welcome, everybody. Praying for divine light, order for your son's life now, Olive. And so it is. I love that. I know as a result of this spiritual realization, happiness, health, and prosperity immediately will spring into action and manifest in everything I do, say, and think. I do have a poem that I wrote, and I'm going to read it to you real quick here because that line that I had to repeat that I didn't have to, that I actually, that I, well, there are no accidents. That law that the universe had me repeat, and I've read a few times. I want to read this. Think, Say, Do is a poem I wrote in 2016. As I live my life, I think, I say, I do. These thoughts, these words, these deeds are prayers, and yes, they all come true. I'll spend my time thinking thoughts of what I love to see, for all these thoughts I think about are what my life will be. As I think my thoughts, I choose the words I say, remembering that these words create my world today. As thoughts are things and words are too, the final prayer is what I do. How I treat the world will be exactly how my world treats me. Think, say, do. Happy New Year, everybody. So, again, I'm Kelwin Hagen. Here on Facebook, you can find me, Kelwin, Hagen, Hagen. Come say hi. Come look up agapelive.com. A lot of good stuff going there. Reverend Michael's got a class coming up. I'm doing a class myself, not in the Agape system, but we're doing this thing called Life. We're doing the class on the book. It's going to be on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock. You can find all the information on that on my Facebook page. Please come take a look. Sign up. Join us in for the class. Nobody gets turned away. There is a love donation. All the details are on the page. We'd love to see you there. And know that 2026 is just a little bit more of now, taking place with just a different digit. New beginnings. New beginnings can happen every minute of every day. So, here's the thing. I love you. Come say hi. Peace.